Welcome to Legion Builds, where I help bring your favorite characters into Dungeons & Dragons. It's time to bring the most wonderful season of the year to an end, Halloween. It is upon us and we need to bring a real horror to life. So we're diving into the video game Until Dawn and bringing in one of the scariest monsters of mythology, the Wendigo. Until Dawn did a pretty good job bringing this creature to life without adding anything to it. I will never understand why so many movies and art add antlers to Wendigos. Hell, at this point, the only reason why Wendigos have antlers is because so many people think they have antlers. They don't. We'll be making you the ultimate predator. We need you to be incredibly strong, able to rip your prey apart with ease, and have more skills to lure it closer. For this build, we'll be using the player's handbook, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, and Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. We're using standard point array and we're not multi-classing, so this will be pretty easy. We'll start off with strength at 15. You literally can, in fact, tear things apart with ease. Con will be next at 14. Your skin is thick and bullet resistant, granting you the ability to shrug off damage like it's nothing. Charisma will follow at 13. You don't have a personality anymore, just hunger, but you're pretty scary. Dex will be low for you with a 12. Your agility is pretty good and you are sneaky, but we couldn't make it any higher. Wisdom will be a 10. You no longer have impulse control abilities, but your senses are finely attuned. All of this means we have to dump intelligence. You understand ambush tactics, but you don't seem to understand advanced tactics, probably because your mind is now consumed by aggressive, never-ending hunger. You were once a different creature entirely, but you committed the ultimate act of evil, and your body has now become possessed by the spirit of a Wendigo, transforming you into a predator. Damn Fear, found in Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. Place +2 into Con and +1 into Strength. Ancestral Legacy grants you 2 skills of your choice. Take Athletics and Acrobatics. Darkvision allows you to see in darkness out to 60 feet. Deathless Nature allows you to survive without air. Spider Climb grants you a climbing speed equal to your walking speed. Vampiric Bite fills your mouth with sharp fangs, which count as simple melee weapons for you. Using your Con modifier instead of your Strength modifier for attack and damage, you can cause 1d4 piercing damage on a hit. If the creature is alive, you can feed on them. When you feed, you can cause one of 2 effects. You can regain hit points equal to the damage caused, or gain a bonus to your next skill or attack roll that equals the damage. You can feed a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. For background skills, grab Intimidation and Stealth. Class time, let's see. Aggressive, incredibly strong, rage-filled, low intelligence, obviously a murder hobo. Barbarian, 4 skills, take Perception and Survival. Level 1 Barbarians start things off with Unarmored Defense, making your skin much tougher. When not wearing armor, your AC is now 10 plus Dex plus Con, which starts you off at a 14. Rage sends you into a frenzy. With a bonus action, you can now give yourself advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. You gain bonus damage when making a melee attack using your strength modifier. And finally, you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Your rage lasts for 1 minute and will end early if you have not caused damage since your last turn, have taken damage since your last turn, or are knocked unconscious. Your rage damage starts at +2 and you have 2 rages per long rest. Level 2 Barbarians now have Danger Sense. You have advantage on Dex saves when you can see what is causing the save. Reckless Attack allows you to begin a frenzied attack, giving you advantage on your first attack on your turn when using a strength-based melee attack. Downside to this is you're not paying attention and all your attacks against you until the start of your next turn are at advantage. Level 3 Barbarians gain their subclass. Heading over to Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, we're going to unleash your Bestial Fury with Beast Barbarian. Form of Beast grants you animal weapons in the form of fangs, claws, or a tail. You already have fangs and Wendigos don't have tails. Well, unless we're talking about the Marvel villain, but his tail isn't a weapon, so we're going to take claws. Your attacks with your claws deal 1d6 slashing damage on a hit. Once per turn, when you attack with your claws, you can attack again with the same action. Meaning, right now, you have 2 attacks. You now have 3 rages a day. Your character level 3 now. Your Spider Climb is upgraded and now allows you to climb up vertical surfaces and walk upside down on horizontal surfaces. Level 4 Barbarians earn our first ability score improvement. Bump up con for more health and AC. Level 5 Barbarians receive extra attack. You can now attack twice with a single attack action or up to 3 times with your claws. Fast movement increases your movement speed by 10 feet, bringing your total walking and climbing speed to 45 feet. Better to chase down your prey with. Level 6 Barbarians now have Bestial Soul. Now, after you finish a short or long rest, you can give yourself new abilities. You can gain a swimming speed equal to your walking speed, or when you jump, you can make an athletics check and extend your jump distance a number of feet equal to the check. There's also a climbing and clinging to walls, but you already have that. Go with jump to quickly catch your prey as it tries to flee. Your claw attacks are now magical, beating resistances. Finally, you have 4 rages per day. Level 7 Barbarians gain Feral Instinct. You now have advantage on initiative rolls, and if you are surprised at the beginning of combat and aren't incapacitated, you can enter your rage and act normal your first turn. Instinctive Pounce allows you to move half your speed with the same bonus action you take to enter your rage. Level 8 Barbarians earn another ability score improvement. Place this into strength for better attack and damage. Level 9 Barbarians receive Brutal Critical. Now when your attack crits, you gain additional weapon damage dice. Your rage damage is now +3. Level 10 Beast Barbarians gain Infectious Fury. Now when you hit a creature with your claws while you rage, you can force a wisdom save with a DC of 8 plus con modifier plus your proficiency bonus. If the target fails, they now take 2d12 psychic damage or must use their reaction to make a melee attack against another creature of your choice that you can see. You can do this a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. We both know you're going to go with the damage though. Level 11 Barbarians now have Relentless Rage, making you harder to kill. Now when you drop to 0 HP, you can make a con save of DC 10 to drop to 1 instead. Each time you drop to 0 again, the DC raises by 5. When you finish a short or long rest, the DC resets to 10. Level 12 Barbarians earn another ability score improvement. Time to grab a feat and learn to mimic voices to attract your prey. Actor adds +1 to your charisma and allows you to mimic voices or sounds you've heard for at least 1 minute. You also have advantage on deception and performance checks to pass yourself off as a person you're mimicking. Use this to mimic the sound of someone needing help and bring your prey closer. Finally, you have 5 rages per long rest now. Level 13 Barbarians receive another Brutal Critical dice. Level 14 Beast Barbarians gain the ability to spread their rage with Call the Hunt. When you enter a rage, you can choose a number of willing creatures within 30 feet of you equal to your con modifier. Each creature gains 5 temporary HP, and until the rage ends, when the creature hits with an attack roll and deals damage, the creature can add an extra d6 to the damage. You can spread your rage a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus per long rest. Level 15 Barbarians now have Persistent Rage. Now your rage cannot end unless you fall unconscious or you choose to end it, which you're probably never going to end it. Level 16 Barbarians earn another ability score improvement. Cap off your strength. Your rage damage is now +4. Level 17 Barbarians receive a third Brutal Critical dice, and you now have 6 rages per long rest. Level 18 Barbarians gain Indomitable Might. Now, whenever your strength check is less than your strength score, you can now use your strength score for the roll. Level 19 Barbarians earn our final ability score improvement, Cap Off Con, for a better AC and health. Our final level is level 20 Barbarian, and you get probably one of the best class endings with Primal Champion. Both your con and strength score add +4, and you can bring your totals up over 20 with this. You also have unlimited rages per day. Now that we've hit level 20, let's recap. Your stats are Strength 24, Dex 12, Con 24, Intelligence 8, Wisdom 10, Charisma 14. Time to dive in. You are unstoppable and really scary. Your total HP is 285 and your total AC is 18. The only thing that could make that scarier is if you roll for stats, max out your con before level 20 and take the tough feat. Seriously, think about that one. If you drop to 0, you can stay up by rolling a d20. Hell, the first time you don't even have to roll to stay up. You just automatically stay up. The second time you need a 2. Third time you need a 7. Fourth time you need a 12. And the fifth and final time you need a 17 on a d20 to stay up. You have resistance to all physical melee attacks, so they will literally have to burn you to kill you. Your attacks are magical and can deal 1d6 plus 7 plus 4 and can then add 2d12 damage, and you're attacking 3 times a turn. If you crit, you're adding 3 more d6s to this damage. You can climb any surface. You have a long jump of 24 feet and can add 1d20 plus 13 to that jump. Downside. Well, you don't actually have many downsides, just 2. First, you have no range capabilities, and you have bad soft stats. So, eat the Spellcaster first. There's not much to say about this build except one thing. Rush into the fray and begin unleashing carnage. Before we end, I'd like to tell everyone about my Patreon. Over at patreon.com/63rd Legion, supporters will be able to vote each week for future character releases and have their names appear in all my videos, all for $1. I have over 100 characters waiting in the wings to be made into videos, and I'm adding new characters to the list weekly. Characters like Bowser, Snake Eyes, Candyman, Steve Harrington, Skeletor, Spawn, Fennec Shan, Jason Voorhees, Chucky, and a hell of a lot more. Just for $1, you can help decide who makes the cut above the rest. Plus, in the coming weeks, a new series will be coming called Don't Panic. I'll be diving into topics that can help you learn new games, create more in-depth campaign settings, and much more. And just like with Legion builds, Patreon supporters can vote on the topic. My current goal for Patreon is to hire someone to do thumbnails, because I really suck at it. But this is actually because the program I'm using is 13 years old. Maybe I'll be able to afford a new one eventually. Happy Halloween, everyone, and I would like to thank everyone who enjoys this channel. As long as one of you likes my content, I'm gonna keep doing it. If you really enjoy horror characters, check out my horror playlist and bring Michael Myers, Pennywise the Dancing Clown, and more. I also have a Resident Evil playlist and a Dead by Daylight playlist. Make sure to like and subscribe to not miss a single new build on YouTube or Spotify.